Arkansas takes set 125-21 over Auburn, and a big reason why, the defense. 8 blocks in the opening set, Paige.
Yes, and you can see, I mean, just look at the height of this block. I'd love to say that Arkansas had a weak blocker or someone that really couldn't get that high across the net, but that is just not the case. I mean, even with Jill Gillen being only 5'8", she still gets, I mean, she can get her chin over the net sometimes in her block. And so this is just a high-reaching blocking team. So they do a great job just getting across, pressing into the hitter space. They're a great team to watch as far as how to do blocking well.
What makes a team good at blocking?
Well, I think Coach Watson expanded on a lot of truth that they don't try to overcomplicate blocking too much. You know, you've got somebody like Tatum Shites, you've got Abigail Archibong, who are clearly just great athletes that can read body language, that can read the other hitter. But he talks to his hitters about, like, let's just let the ball kind of determine how we're going to line up. So if a ball looks inside, trust that it's inside. If it looks outside, trust that it's outside. And don't make it any more than that. And then just get great hand positioning once you make your read, and trust your own instincts. And for Arkansas to not have a super complicated block scheme, I mean, to me, that's just kudos to the athleticism of the people they have on the front row.
And speaking of being athletic, Gillen falls in that category. You said it. She's listed at 5'7", but I'm pretty sure she can touch the ceiling here in Neville Arena.
For sure, and there's no doubt she's one of the most powerful hitters in the SEC. I mean, she's one of those that uses her whole body to swing at the ball, but I mean, she's doing it from the back row and from the service line. Clearly, it causes some errors, but she does a great job just lining up on the ball. And I think when you have a hitter that size, you really bank on game planning against the size being her weakness, right? Like, she's not going to be able to reach as high. She's not going to have as many angles because she can't get as high. But that's a mistake going against Jill Gillen in this 6-2 setup that Arkansas has, because they can aggravate other teams by just being able to spread the ball out, and then she comes out of nowhere, kind of like your worst nightmare most of the time.
Shipes serving, Arkansas ahead 3-1. Barrett setting up Kemp. What a night for Kemp so far. She's got 4 kills to lead Auburn.
Checking in for the Tigers and serving is number 9.
I think what we were missing a little bit last night was Kendall Kemp swinging for power, which obviously she can do. I mean, she's got a 6'6" frame, but I think last night it was kind of tough to get that in-system middle tempo going for Auburn, and that one was a big rip, and then they need to do more of that with Kendall.
Here's Head on the outside. Kemp and Barrett got it over. Outside attack for Turgel. And Turgel, her big night continues. 7 kills already for her.
She's such a wise hitter. I mean, she's been in the game a long time, but you can see her letting that ball cross her body. She's going to use that outside hand on Akasha Anderson. She knows she doesn't have the full line there, but she realizes that if she can just pick out that singular hand, she might get a tool.
Long pass for Anderson. Comes right back to her. Another swing. Here comes Arkansas. Cartwright. Barrett, long pass to Anderson. Steady diet of Akasha Anderson on this rally here. It is placed perfectly in the corner by Taylor Head, her 4th kill of the night. Arkansas coming off a win last night. It was their first win at Auburn in 8 years. Anderson in the corner. Jackson there. That time, Arkansas a little bit out of sync. Taylor Head too much on that one.
On the floor for the Tigers will be number 1, Madison Shear. Now serving Akasha Anderson.
Akasha Anderson serving. Freshman out of Virginia. Taylor head off of Morton, scramble mode and out of the reach of Anderson. 3-point lead for the Razorbacks.
And this is where I feel like Arkansas can really separate themselves from other teams, because you see that they're not digging perfectly. I mean, sometimes they're digging balls 12 feet off the net, but their offense looks in system no matter where the ball's coming from.
That was Cartwright. Pancake dig from Morton. Good hustle and effort by Morton, Anderson, Madison Shear, but Arkansas, this represents their largest lead of the night. The junior Taylor Head serving. Had a double-double last night. This will be a free ball for Arkansas. Hogue, long pass over to Gillen. Kemp taps it over. Over to Gillen again. And off the side of the block and down. She's up to 3 kills.
That time we see Jill Gillen just bullying the block there. Again, she's supposed to be the small hitter. She's up against a 6'6" frame there. She is not afraid to go for that for a point.
Timeout, Auburn. Largest lead of the night at any moment for Arkansas. Razorbacks ahead, 8-3 on the road. Coming out of the timeout, Auburn with a point, cutting the Arkansas lead in half. These two teams, they will find out tomorrow if they make the NCAA tournament. Long pass to Gillen. Dug out by Anderson. Here's Shear with a swing. Gillen with another missile. It was touched initially at the nets. Anderson couldn't get to it on the back row. Jill Gillen, 4 kills tonight. So this was as of November 20th. Again, they only update this one time a week. You see where both of these teams were at the start of this week.
Right, and so these numbers are not reflective of Auburn's loss to South Carolina this past Wednesday. But as we see these two teams neck and neck in the SEC, both 10-7 coming into today, you know, the thing that sets Arkansas apart is their strength of schedule in the non-conference. Even though Auburn has a better overall record than Arkansas, Arkansas was able to pick up wins against some top 10 teams early in the season, as well as great team wins from teams like Florida Gulf Coast, Alabama State, historically good teams for their conference, and so that's really going to help them this late in the season as the selection committee has to make these decisions.
How about this rally? Shear in the corner, Jackson with a dig. Back row attack, head, kept alive by Arkansas. Wow, Jackson, quick reflexes. Gillen on the outside. Wow. Fast
offense. Even in transition, Arkansas just speeds up as the play is going on. You don't see them throwing balls to the ceiling trying to get themselves back in order. They just say, give me another quick ball. They are not afraid to run fast during a lot of chaos.
Shipes in the middle. Big smile on her face, as we've talked about. Homecoming of sorts, the Auburn transfer. She's played well tonight. 6-point lead for the Razorbacks.
See the Shipes family there holding up the cheering section for Arkansas.
Free ball, Gillen just too good. Has really played lights out in this second set. She's up to 6 kills tonight. She had 2 double-doubles last year against Arkansas. Got 3 in her career against the Tigers. That was almost in. Wow.
The Razorback clock goes long.
Shipes was inches away from picking up the point for the Razorbacks.
And you see smiles there. I mean, that's just not you don't consider that a mistake. I mean, she had hands there. She was in perfect position, missed the court by a couple of inches, and certainly Auburn is not really gleaning any kind of confidence off of a play like that. They want to get these clean swings like Arkansas is getting, so they're kind of relying on Arkansas making mistakes. And we saw yesterday Arkansas only becomes more aggressive when they're in situations like this and they're earning points this way.
Gillen has taken over this second set. She's got a match-high 7 kills, almost an ace. Auburn just gets it across. Middle attack for Shipes. 14-6 lead for Arkansas. Well, the second set last night was a nightmare for Auburn. They only scored 10 points. Timeout will be called here by the Tigers as Arkansas has built a 14-6 lead tonight in the second set.